Hello everybody, welcome back to a wonderful cold day in Melbourne, Australia. It literally feels like 10 degrees in this house. So sorry Dad, I have turned up the heater. Today I am talking about my very first episode and I guess proper vlog on this channel regarding my personal life, which I've never really talked about on any of my YouTube channels. To be honest, the most asked question about this whole idea, right? I'll tell you guys how this whole YouTube thing started. Yeah, like it started out me being this try-hard little kid, which I still have footage of. If you guys want to go check out Crypt of Travis, you will see a little version of myself with a shaved head and I think an ex-girlfriend at the time, just being really, really cringy and talking like I was some sort of celebrity, really. In retrospect, I was just doing it, I guess, because I wanted to be some sort of entertainer and I wanted to be funny and I wanted to make people laugh. So it hasn't really changed. Like I've still, at 27 years old, I'm still trying to find ways where I can engage with people online and make, and make a difference in someone's day who could be having a really shit day. And, even though some of these videos that I post are really cringy, and I guarantee you, this is exactly what vlogging is. Like, majority of this video is going to be unedited because there is times where I stutter and I have to like crop it out. And there's times where, I just sit there like, what do I say now? What vlogging is. It's not trying too hard. It's not, trying to be your favorite icon on YouTube. It's really just being yourself. And, I'm looking back at some of my videos when I was younger. As I mentioned before, the Crypt of Travis videos, there was footage of me with a lighter, just flicking it over on the table. And I just found it absolutely fucking hilarious. Like, it was just so random, but it got a few views and people at school actually saw it and they're like, "You're that kid with the lighter." I'm like, yeah, cheers, yeah. But like, it was just really, really awkward. I mean, I did make a few new friends out of it, but yeah, it was just stupid. But yeah, I think for me, like when I first picked up a camera or a phone even, like that's literally how we all start, yeah? It's like using really shitty devices to make content. And I just remember sitting there with this really ghetto like microphone. It was like this tip one. It looked like a penis. And I'm sitting there talking into it. And then my mate at school goes, "You look like you were literally about to lick a dick in your video. It's gay, bro." But the truth is, guys, it's not all about laughter and it's not all about, happy days. I mean, I think for me growing up, I was a really damaged kid. Like, when I say damaged, I don't mean like, I'd go on killing sprees and like, hurt people or anything like that. It's just, I was a very misunderstood kid. And I started making those videos when I was easily at the age of 15, maybe 14. And I just had so much ambition, as most of us do when we want to try and do this sort of stuff online. But even back then, there was so much bullying, there was so much hate, there was just, so it was hard to make it on to any social media platform back then. Nowadays, you got like Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, and it's just like, where does it end? I do have another channel, Nathan Howard, that's my name, by the way. And I racked up eventually, I'm sitting on 2,500 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. But I haven't really been uploading to that channel much because I lost my way, I guess. And I'd upload videos and not really know what to talk about and just have like a random discussion about how my day went or anything. But in these vlogs, it's literally real. It's my life. It's just me for now. But, I do have some people that are maybe interested in these future videos that I'll be posting on this channel. But yeah, it is it is a big difference from what I was. I mean, this is all real. This is not scripted. This is not premeditated. It's just raw footage. It is what it is, basically. As I said to you guys in the last video, I'm trying out for a little web series to see how it plays off, and I've even started up a gaming idea where I show you guys gameplay of the sort of games I get, I play in my spare time and things like that. So I don't necessarily have a agenda or a scripted idea of what's going to happen in the future videos, but it's all going to be real. It's going to be like real life stuff. It's going to be sometimes depressing, family matters, financial crisis, just basically my hermit life, because that's what I essentially am, a hermit. And I make these videos. I mean, I have a lot of friends. I just don't see them because I'm just an introvert. And I'm sure you guys can relate. In this day and age, it's raining outside. All you want to do is sit inside and watch Netflix, yeah? Or play consoles like PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo Switch or anything like that, just to get your mind off things, and because, well, people suck. But here I am making a YouTube video. Right now, guys, it just comes to me naturally. I don't really think about what I'm going to say. It just happens. And for those who don't know, I suffer from anxiety and depression. So I am basically fucking high maintenance. So yeah, I mean, you guys will see a lot of that in the videos. I'm not going to try and make it too depressing, but you will see sides of me that you get a better understanding. It's more like an awareness thing. And there will be some other people in the videos. I mean, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to have my friends involved, but a lot of them, it would just be me talking about, basically my life. This essentially is my life story. And, I've got a few ideas, but as I said to you literally moments ago, it's just going to be raw footage. So that being said, today's video, I want to talk about friendship is the key word that I'm looking for. So I'm not the sort of guy who will go out to a club and I'm not a dancer. Yeah. Like, me dancing is like Forrest Gump running after Jenny. It's just not going to happen. I'm fat. I'm not going to run anywhere unless it's to McDonald's. But you guys get the point. Like, it's just, yeah. I'd rather sit at home watching Netflix with my girlfriend, who some of you may know as Kayla, if you guys are from the previous channel. She's a good chick. And, that's all I do. I'm the most introverted guy. I probably should get rid of this filthy beard. I honestly look like I have not slept in days. But here I am. I'm majestically ugly. I love it. The videos that I'm going to make is simply going to be about be your own person. I'm a very different individual. And, a lot of people out there that, they want to be themselves, but they don't want to be the spotlight on them in a negative way, and they don't want to come across as a weirdo or a freak. I'm both of those things, and I'm proud of it. I'm also well known for, supporting the LBGT community. Because, well, same-sex relationships aren't really a big deal anymore. It's 2019. Let's just get over that. I'm basically one of those people who do speak up for those people that get negative feedback. I will stick off people who are being bullied online. And, I'm just all round, I just think that, be majestic. I think that's where I got my idea from, just be majestic. With a little tiny rainbow unicorn. I'm personally, obviously, I'm in a straight relationship. I'm engaged. But I do have a few gay and lesbian friends on my social media accounts. So I honestly don't see the issue, and nor should you guys for that matter. You're not marrying them, you're not having to go to bed with them every night, and it's none of your fucking business. But let's not get so morbid. I honestly just think that, the world would be a better place if we had more content creators I'm not trying to say like me, but you know, like on the same side of things, same sort of mindset. You know, like it doesn't matter what religion you are, what color you are, what interest you're into. If you're into like bondage, I'm kidding. Bondage is awesome. Just yeah, you know, I'm a geek. Like I'm dead set geek. I may not look like a geek, and right now I probably look like a pedophile, but I'm dead set a geek, and you know, I don't really give a shit. Like I'll stand up for whatever anybody says. So for me, you know, with my friends, let's backtrack a bit. I have lost some friends and I've gained some friends. This is essentially what this video is about. You guys getting to know a bit about me for the first episode. This is what I'm giving you guys. If you feel, right, if you are like, you know, still in high school, maybe still in preschool, because in Australia over here we call it primary school, but in America and everywhere else preschool. If you're in preschool or elementary school, which is high school in America, high school over here, if you are in any of those and you go to school every day and you just absolutely hate it because your friends are picking on you, even your friends can pick on you, they're not really your friends. You need to think about a new group that will actually look after you and respect you for your differences and whatever sexual beliefs or religion that you're into. See, that's what it all comes down to. High school is a very, very mean place. Like, you will meet people and you'll temporarily be their friend. But as soon as you graduate, that's when the true colors show. I know people, well, I don't know why I keep circling around the whole, like, you know, keeping it in the closet sort of thing with the whole LBGT community side of thing. But it's true because I know people, right, who went through to the age of 18 before even coming out. And the people that they told turned against them because of their different beliefs. And, you know, what the other things they're into is things like that. So I find that really disheartening. I mean, we need to find a balance between, all right, who are our friends? How can they value us? How can we, you know, how can we contribute to this friendship? Are we giving too much? Are we giving too little? It's essentially what it comes down to. Like, I've got people that I see nearly on a regular basis that I've had so many pointless arguments with and petty arguments, and I'm still close to those people. One of them I've even mentioned in my other channel. His name's Frosty for a while. I think it's still Frosty for a nickname. He and I have had so many arguments in the past. Very like verbal, disgustingly bad arguments. And we're still friends. Like, you want to have that sort of friendship where you say your piece and then you kind of just get over it, really. I mean, you know, if you can't be weird with your friends, are they really your friends? Like, you know what I mean? I have met so many people in my life who I've showed my true colors to, and they've left me. Even partners. I'm currently with a girl who I've been with for 6.5 years. I met her when I was 20 years of age. Well, turning 21, because I'm now 27. She is the love of my life. She is my best friend. And she is my comfort. Because she has seen my bad sides. And she has seen my really disturbing sides. I'm not talking about on my body. But she has seen every side of me. And has still stuck by me. Now, I'm not just talking about friendships that are relationship related. I'm talking about love as well. Like, if you any of you guys or girls have a partner who, you know, you either have a really big crush on, you know, at school even, and you tell them and they respect that, and that, you know, maybe things don't work out, but they still respect you for opening up and expressing your feelings. This is turning into another episode of Dr. Phil. The girl I'm with, this is actually a true story. Her name's Kayla. And I've actually done some vlogs with her on the other channel. So if you guys want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. Almost at 40,000 views. I met her, drumroll, online. I met my fiance online. Yeah, it's true. online dating. And as I said to you guys earlier, I have depression and anxiety. So I may be a somewhat well-known kid around town. I'm not one to go out of my four walls, my comfort, and meet new people. So that was how I met Kayla, my partner, and we started chatting. And she denies it, but yeah, no, she played it hard to get at first, and made me do all the work. And every time I'd say, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" Well, actually, I'd probably try and slide into her DMs. That's basically what it was. And she just rejected me 4 times. She'll deny it, but she did. She rejected me 4 times. Eventually, we met up. It was a rainy night, very much like today. And I met her outside in my street where my house is. It was bucketing down with rain. I'm in a singlet and shorts and no shoes at all. And it's raining. And she's in the car. I help her out of her car, give her a kiss on the cheek, say the house is over here, and then fucking run to the house, not even waiting for her. She gets to the front door, greets herself, and I'm halfway running down the hallway getting to this bedroom. And I just felt so rude. But I was so nervous. And we just laid down on my bed that had like no sheets on it, no pillows, nothing. And I'm probably thinking I was scared because she was probably thinking I was some sort of like bogan, which is a terminology for an Australian yobbo. Or a bogan, which is like a Australian thing, which you get the point. Yeah, it's basically just a drop kick. So we sat down and watched Netflix. Or back then, I think we were just watching DVDs because I couldn't afford Netflix. And yeah, it's basically kissed her on the cheek, and I got nervous and I froze up, and I was like a little 10-year-old. But as time went on, we hung out more. I had no job, and I was just stuck in a rut. Didn't know what to do with myself, and I wasn't well off for money, and I always try and do things for her because I knew I couldn't afford to give her everything. I knew I couldn't afford to give her a beautiful diamond ring. I couldn't afford to take her out for dinner. Just things like that, that most guys should do to respect a woman and, look after them. But me being back then, I was very opposite. I was still very respectful, but I don't know. I just had no hope. And I didn't have my car license then. I had a car, but I didn't have a car license. So, yeah. Eventually, and this is where my whole life changed. She knew about my anxiety and depression and all these riddled with problems, and she still stuck by me. So at the end of the day, as my father-in-law would say a lot, it really comes down to loyalty, doesn't it? It doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be friendship. It can be anything. But this is the topic that inspired me to talk about today. Today I'm engaged. My partner has 2 rings. The first one, the very first time I got the courage to ask her to be my wife, I got her, I think it was like a $50 ring from a really dodgy jewelry store. Well, not dodgy, but very cheap. Yeah. And I said to her, one day I want this to make you remember this very ring, that when I could give you nothing, you gave me everything. And that's exactly what I wanted her to remember. So, fast forward to 2019. I'm now 27 years old. Well, I think when I got her the second ring, I was about 25. I got her ring, a diamond, about $650 on the ring, which is still very cheap for a wedding ring, guys. You got to step up a bit, But eventually she'll get it at third. But she doesn't expect anything from me. She still wears that $50 wedding ring. She still wears that $50 engagement ring around her neck as a necklace. Because she remembers the times and the hardship that we went through. And regardless, she still stuck by me. So that to me is loyalty. That to me is compassion. And even her knowing all my problems, she still stayed by me. So maybe that was a bit of an insight. You know, if you guys out there are thinking about leaving your woman because things are getting hard, or you're thinking about stop talking to your friends because, you know, they can't accept you for who you are and your unique personality, maybe it's time to just leave. But there's two sides of friendship. But one thing never changes, and that is loyalty. So I'm very humble to have everything that I know now because of the events that I've gone through when I was younger. So I am very grateful, and I'm very humble. And, you know, I was on antidepressants for a while to get me through a very rough patch that her and I endured, and she stuck by me. My close friend Frosty, who I mentioned before, I used to call him up late at night telling him that I was having, you know, just anxiety attacks. And he'd literally sit on the phone with me and talk to me. And this is early hours of the morning, and we both had work. They're the sort of friends you want in your life. Maybe it's time to think about who you want to be. Never be someone else to gain friends, because that's one thing I've learned. No, seriously guys, if you can relate to this video, if you know someone who has had to change everything in their life to benefit someone else, for good or bad, leave your comments down below. I want to know stories about what you guys have gone through, or maybe even someone else, you know. Friendships, relationships, hardships, stories. I love stories, and this is exactly what this channel is going to be about. Stories and a bit of vlogging, bit of, you know, interactive vlogging, but mainly stories. So something to think about, guys. I hope you guys like this video. This is my very first vlog on this channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video, tell your friends, and if you guys are wondering, yes, I have grown a beard, just to throw that in there. I'm thinking about shaving it because it is very, very dirty looking beard. Yeah. So as I said, guys, leave your comments down below. Let me know a story, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for your time. I'm going to go watch Netflix.